Ice up, and when I drop, you know I'm about to last time that I checked. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap last time that I checked. I was selling in the sack. Make a $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked. Come through fly check. No cosign, I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine and I take my time and take my tribe. Every level that I crossed in this game like state lines, it was visionary. Either I'm genius or it's scary. Maybe it's both in this balance I deliver daily. For every in these streets trying to feed the babies. The single mama's working hard not to miss a payment. And dirty money get washed on royalty statements. Black owners in this game are powerful racists. Young, then the set just doing it makeshift out the garage. It's how you end up in Georgia. It's how you end up in penthouses, end up in cars. It's how you start off a end up a boss. It's how you win the whole thing and live with sweat dripping down your face. Cause the
we say A from Toronto for this one from north of the border. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the motto in Canada is We the North. There's only one direction the Raptors are going right now, and that is up.
Ed, I heard it all. Hustle over hype. Built for Bach. North over everything. It doesn't matter. What the battle cry is, this team is ready.
There's a great thing going on right now here in Ontario, and a great game to start right now. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Paul, his first effort, off the mark. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Toronto has the basketball. Lowry picked up by Paul. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Lowry to Leonard. Danny Green to Lowry. Count the bucket for 2.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Ooh, I like that.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry, trailing by 4. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. And now Houston has the basketball. Paul. No good. To Leonard. And the slam.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Here comes the screen. On the basket, but a shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Danny Green to Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the rebound taken in by the Rockets. Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. from long range. Ooh, crisp ball. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Ibaka to Gasol. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
It's James Harden once again. Going to launch beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Leonard. Clint Capella. Huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Gets it in the left corner. Leonard getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. Out of bounds the call off P.J. Tucker. Mike D'Antoni going to make some moves and set his matchups. To Leonard. Trying to cash in, and he knocks it down, Jay.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Down to Fareed. Deep right corner. Harden. James Harden. Missed his first. That one goes.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Harden in possession. Right now, 12 all. Knocked loose. Stays in bounds. Really good hustle. Harden. Not that time. He misses. To Leonard.
I got ball. I got ball.
Short jumper stays out. Harden into the front court. Looking to make something happen to P.J. Tucker. Curling inside. Harden. And drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Lowry picked up by Paul. Working hard on the glass. To Leonard. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Fires the 3. He was all over him. Harden. Off the mark. Long key from 3/4 court. First quarter's complete. The Rockets with the lead.
Let's go, Swan. Oh, y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Kendrick and that LOX, huh? Yeah. Y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Lock and Kendrick? That Styles P, that Jada, that Kendrick. Oh, y'all think it's games being played around here, huh? Well, they not. What is in there?
The damage that we do is severe. The reinvention of the fresh, brand new every year.
Them hit him in his blood and flew in the air. We put that work on commercial. We flew in the lab.
I hit the bar and the weights, then I'm doing the stairs. They say the Lord only knows what I do to my peers.
Trying to sell to pursue my career. So I keep a tight circle, I don't move with the squares.
Rock a rugby like pool, but put 2 in your ear. If you ain't qualified, you should move to the rear.
I'm from Yonkers, had to learn to conquer my fears. In the foreign, had to learn to conquer the gears.
It's the kick drum, yeah, it's attached to the snare. I turn it to the back, then I crack your veneers.
Stagnated on the block for years.
I'm in the mansion upstate, out back with the D's.
Everybody back up. Man down. Back up. Don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. I wake up the neighbors coming through bright and early. Whoa.
Ties and dope bars. Life is a movie and death is the co-star. Mechanics of the game. Bandits trail foreigns in the lane. If they heard that the driver is gang off, we be in the part of the party that gets roped off. Mingle with the book of the judge and both for questions that we asking ourselves, having the thought. Spending money that's unaccounted for. If you scared to party with gangsters, what you around us for? We do what we want, man. We get around a little. Yeah, it's bubble whips and square links. LOX give respect, cause faith.
And welcome to Houston, Texas, home of the fourth biggest population in the United States. I'm Ed Cohen with the man of the people. He is Jay Williams.
All right, Ed, I see you. New York, L.A., Chicago, Houston right there. I'll tell you what else is big. Rocket Nation, and they're ready to rumble.
Taking over the globe and maybe taking over this game tonight. Jay, once Kevin Durant went to Golden State, the question was, what is this Oklahoma City team? Now, I think that question still remains.
Well, Ed, they're still one of the most talented teams in the league, but I'm going to go ahead and say this. They are the biggest disappointment in the NBA. When you bring on a guy like Paul George, all-star, you combine him with Russell Westbrook, one of the top PGs in the league, and Carmelo Anthony, who's a Hall of Famer. There's no way that with that talent, they're more talented than Portland, they're more talented than San Antonio, New Orleans. There's no way that that team can finish one game worse than what they finished the year prior in the 2016-2017 season.
And remember, Russell Westbrook, back-to-back years averaging a triple-double. It hasn't necessarily paid off in terms of wins. To Paul George. For three, and Paul George good on the quick release there.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a three.
Paul sizing up Jeremy Grant. Here comes the screen. Paul. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Capella. Deep right corner. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
And he'll head to the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Russell Westbrook at the line for two shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip. Harden in possession. They're down 3. Paul. Gordon against George. The jumper's off the mark. Paul. That one off the mark. It's no good. Capella to Paul. Screen coming. Paul to P.J. Tucker. Cleans it up. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. To George. Paul George. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
It's Rockets ball.
I got ball. I'm here.
To P.J. Tucker. Harden Matched up with Ferguson. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Harden. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Paul to Harden. For 3. He made his first effort, but not that time. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Fareed. Harden. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
George. Paul George. He's going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one, count it. It's the second. One more coming. Gets all 3 free throws. To P.J. Tucker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tucker, dead on three-point shooter. Tough to guard.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Gerald Green. Around the perimeter. Beyond the arc for 3. It's good.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Tucker picked up by Ferguson.
Come on, work to that screen. You see it?
Rockets with 4 to shoot. Tucker to Fareed. Kenneth Fareed powers it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Rockets have the ball. Rivers against Adams. Here comes the screen. 17-footer at the buzzer, and he can't connect there. Shot no good. Horn sounds, ending the first quarter of play. 1 quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
George, he was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Paul. Lets it fly from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense. To Schroeder. Here's a chance from long range, and Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open, takes advantage.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
George here against P.J. Tucker. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. To Fareed. Knocked loose. Fareed against George. Throws it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Harden against Felton. From long range. Off the iron. No good. George. Message received. Well defended. To Paul. Harden. To Fareed. Harden. Tough shot. Well defended. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
New blood coming in for both sides. Harden has it up the floor.
Into the game for the Oklahoma City Thunder, number 0.
Probing the defense.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Harden. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Big finish at the rim.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Paul to P.J. Tucker. Paul against Schroeder. Here comes the screen. Paul to Capella. Steven Adams sends it.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Here's CP3. Can't connect.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
James Harden. And the Thunder with the rebound. To Schroeder. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. He's 2 for 2 now.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Houston with the basketball. Harden. He engulfed him that time. To Westbrook. Russell Westbrook powers it through. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Count the bucket for 2.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Fires the 3, steps out and hits.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Schroeder against Chris Paul. Clint Capella rejects it to Paul George. for three. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Deep three at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. The Thunder in command of this one. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Russell Westbrook rocking the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Tucker to Harden. Fires the three. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. George against Harden. Strong finish for Paul George.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the smack. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a killer. Playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. Look, I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Own the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. Just for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board. Hey, y'all false claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up, what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a... Nobody tripping, handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm about to last time that I checked. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the smack. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, come through fly check. No cosign, I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine and I take my time check and take my tribe. Every level that I crossed in this game like state lines, it was visionary. Either I'm genius or it's scary. Maybe it's both in this balance I deliver daily. For every in these streets trying to feed the babies. The single mama's working hard not to miss a payment. And dirty money get washed on royalty statements. Black owners in this game are powerful racists. Young, then the set that's doing it makeshift out the garage. How you end up in Georgia, how you end up in...
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston. Tonight, the Boston Celtics play host to the Golden State Warriors. Curry. And that's the start they wanted here on the road.
Execution is everything. I love the sharpness and precision they came out with in that first possession.
Celtics have it. Short jumper off the mark. Thompson. Fires the three. They're 2 for 2 to start the game from beyond the arc, and it's a 6-0 lead.
And when I see the ball being zipped around the perimeter like that and everybody sharing the sugar, it lets me know that this team is engaged and they're focused.
Offensive rebound. Kyrie Irving Missed his first. That one goes. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
To Irving. Nice pass to set things up. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
To Irving. Trying to cash in. He's looking for that touch. Curry with the basketball. Lead is 2. Second effort, working it outside. To Thompson. Lets it fly from long range. Yes, Klay Thompson. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Has a look. Irving's shot off the mark. Deep left corner. Curry. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Down 8. To Marcus Morris. Stuffs it down with authority.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Durant with the basketball up top. He'll run the offense. For 3. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Irving. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Marcus Morris. 4-3. Contested shot, Marcus Morris can't hit.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Curry knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash, is enough for him to explode.
And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Sean Livingston. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul.
Irving. Beyond the arc for 3. Now that's a contest.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Thompson. No good. Cousins. To Irving. Has a chance. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
There's nothing the defense could really have done there. That's just a great shot.
Kevin Durant with the rock. From long range, that his third 3 in this first quarter alone.
And the defense has to push up on the offensive player. Don't let him have clear vision of the basket.
Kevin Durant snatching it out of the air. Deep three at the buzzer. First quarter's complete. The Warriors enjoying some breathing room right now. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Rozier into the front court. Down a bundle. Not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Yes, Klay Thompson. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. Ball's controlled by Boston. Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Rozier. And he hits.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here's a chance from long range. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Hayward. Warriors come away with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Turns and slams it down. Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. 3 titles in 4 years. New arena next year, Jay, in San Francisco. Crazy to think that any of these Warriors would want to go anywhere else.
It's the way they've been leveraging their brand off the court in Silicon Valley. You see guys like Kevin Durant, who have 35 Media, his only media production company, also making a ton of investments. You see Stephen Curry and Andre Iguodala investing in E-Game Sports. They're able to leverage the business outside the business of sport, which is why I think they'll stay around in the Silicon Valley for a very long time.
A drive, but he can't get it to go. Oh, whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
KD with the rock.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Probing the defense. Oh, they call the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2. First foul in the final 2 minutes.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Durant. And the rebound comes down to Brown. Irving into the front court. His guys down big. And Jay, they call the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Into the game.
Irving goes to the left side. Tatum. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
to shoot for Golden State. Curry knocks it down. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dell Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Irving to Marcus Smart. Fires the three. Not going. And a putback slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Curry. That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Kyrie with the rock. Surveys the floor. Irving knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Curry, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
His scoring is definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
That's off the side of the rim, short to Durant. Fires the three. They need something to go down. It's no good. They love this hustle. And they call it.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Warriors with 4 to shoot. Durant. Offensive board to Durant. Five seconds to shoot. Durant. It's Boston with the rebound. To Horford. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Durant. It's the Celtics with the rebound. Irving with the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. Well, you can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Stephen Curry. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Irving. Not that time. He misses. Durant across the timeline. The advantage is 13 points. Lets it fly from long range. It's good. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Durant. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Steph Curry rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. He's going to play the matchup. Brad Stevens making some moves. Durant. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Missed it.
I got him.
Watch that cutter.
5 to shoot for Golden State.
Watch that cut.
Durant can't go down. Smothering defense. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Durant with the basketball up top. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Oh, Draymond with the putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Rozier for 3. Defense all over Rozier. Can't connect. Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense. And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Curry. That's how you defend. Irving. Message received. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
4-3. It's rebounded by the Celtics.
Here we go.
Draymond Green able to recover with the block. Deep 3 at the buzzer. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Warriors with a commanding lead. The Warriors with the basketball to begin the fourth quarter. And Jay, no surprise, the defending champs in complete control.
Ed, we call that first-class problem. It's just too many weapons, and the rich keep getting richer. When you have 5 All-Stars on one team and then an NBA Finals MVP as well, that's a good problem to have.
Curry. Oh, that's how it's done.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Sizing up the defense. Irving. Not easy.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Beyond the arc for 3. Not that time. Hayward. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Durant. And Boston has the rebound. To Irving. Has a chance. Shot by Hayward, no good. Backcourt. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Irving. Cousins has the rebound. To Thompson. From long range. Not that time. He missed it. Durant. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Brown with it up top. Down a bundle. DeMarcus Cousins pins it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Irving. Kyrie Irving is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 87% from the line. Knocks down the first. Second to 3. Got it. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. And too much contact.
A simple touch foul.
Kyrie Irving, that's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Durant. That one off the mark. It's no good. Kyrie across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Klay Thompson, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Irving. Can't connect.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Irving.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. Driving right to the basket. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Irving brings the ball up court. Going to launch beyond the arc. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
Durant off the mark. No good. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
3 Golden State Warriors are in the building. Into the game.
Irving. Deep right corner. Tatum. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down and help. Quick skip passes equal 3s in the bank.
Knocked loose. Warriors have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Livingston can't get that one to go. Defense was all over him.
Oh, yeah, me and
to Rozier. Here's a chance from long range. Drills the three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Possession lies with Golden State. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys trail now by 4. Al Horford going to the line to shoot 2.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks. Down a pair. Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout. It's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more chance to stop the clock before the buzzer sounds.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Thompson is good.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Knocks down the three-pointer. To Durant. Fires the three. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Rozier. Off the iron. No good. Curry. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Kendrick and that LOX, huh? Y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Lock and Kendrick? That Styles P, that Jada, that Kendrick. Oh, y'all think it's games being played around here, huh? Well, they not. Ladies in the air.
The damage that we do is severe. The reinvention of the fresh, brand new every year.
Them hit him in his blood, flew in the air. We put that work on commercial. We flew in the lab.
I hit the bar and the weights, then I'm doing the stairs. They say the Lord only knows what I do to my peers.
Trying to sell to pursue my career, so I keep a tight circle. I don't move with the squares.
Rock a rugby like pool, but put two in your ear. If you ain't qualified, you should move to the rear.
I'm from Yonkers, had to learn to conquer my fears. In the foreign, had to learn to conquer the gears.
It's the kick drum, yeah, it's attached to the snare. I turn it to the back, then I crack your veneers.
Stagnated on the block for wears.
I'm in the mansion upstate, out back with the D's.
Everybody back up, man down, back up. Don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. I wake up, the neighbors coming through bright and early. Whoa.
Ties and dope bars.
Life is a movie and death is the co-star.
Mechanics of the game.
Bandits trail foreigns in the lane.
If they heard that the driver is gang off,
we be in the part of the party that gets roped off.
Mingle with the flick of the judge and both for
questions that we asking ourselves, having the
spending money that's unaccounted for.
If you scared to party with gangsters,
what you around us for?
We do what we want, man.
We get around the law.
Yeah, it's bubble whips and square links.
LOX give respect, cause fear stinks.
Chair at the table,
it's the commission.
A rare thing.
B, come on, it's us. You hear kings.
We still smell money and hear Frank.
Raps like a dice game.
We bout to clear bank.
Everybody back up.
What?
Man down. Back up. Don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. I wake up, the neighbors coming through bright and early. Whoa.
This is a LOX Swiss product.
If it's ice up in heaven, we know Pick got us. There's love up there, we know Pick got us.
LOX, my you don't know about us.
Double R, my you don't know about us.
D-Block, my you don't know about us.
Ask Swiss, he'll tell you we keep it click about us.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the smack. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a killer. Playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. Look, I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Own the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board. Yeah, y'all boss claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about you.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Amway Center in downtown Orlando. Tonight, the Orlando Magic getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Markelle Fultz. The rebound comes down to Toronto. Leonard buries it.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Isaac to Fultz. 24-second violation. Lowry into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Magic own the possession. To Leonard. Ibaka. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They're 2 for 2 to start the game from beyond the arc, and it's a 6-0 lead.
And when I see the ball being zipped around the perimeter like that and everybody's sharing the sugar, it lets me know that this team is engaged and they're focused.
Markelle Fultz missed his first. That one goes.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Danny Green. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Serge Ibaka sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Hey, come set me one.
Fultz. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Fultz. The rebounds corralled by the Raptors. Lowry into the front court. 8-2 our score. In a flash, scores at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Magic basketball. Serge Ibaka swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Pascal Siakam to Danny Green. Lowry. Kyle Lowry is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 80% at the line. First free throw is good. Second and 3 is good. Perfect from the line. It's all 3 of them.
Number 33, Marc Gasol. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Let's go, Swan. Oh, y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Kendrick and that LOX, huh? Yeah. Y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Lock and Kendrick? That Styles P, that Jada, that Kendrick. Oh, y'all think it's games being played around here, huh? Well, they not. Listen there.
The damage that we do is severe. The reinvention of the fresh, brand new every year.
Them hit him in his blood, flew in the air. We put that work on commercial. We flew in the lab.
I hit the bar and the weights, then I'm doing the stairs. They say the Lord only knows what I do to my peers.
Trying to sell to pursue my career. So I keep a tight circle, I don't move with the squares.
Rock a rugby like pool, but put 2 in your ear. If you ain't qualified, you should move to the rear.
I'm from Yonkers, had to learn to conquer my fears. In the foreign, had to learn to conquer the gears.
It's the kick drum, yeah, it's attached to the snare. I turn it to the back, then I crack your veneers.
Stagnated on the block for wears.
I'm in the mansion upstate, out back with the D's.
Everybody back up, man down, back up. Don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. I wake up, the neighbors coming through bright and early. Whoa.
Ties and dope bars.
Life is a movie and death is the co-star.
Mechanics of the game.
Bandits trail far
foreigns in the lane. If they heard that the driver is gang off, we be in the part of the party that gets roped off. Mingle with the...
It's NBA action on EA Sports. Alongside the former Chicago Bulls guard, Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, these guys are ready to go.
Ed, people at home can't see me right now, but I'm stretching my arms, I'm stretching my legs. This is going to be one fast-paced game. Let's get to it.
This booth is all stretched out. The players gearing up. Let's get ready for the opening tip. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Durant. Bucks at the controls.
I got ball.
Antetokounmpo. Durant with the basketball up top. Looking to make something happen. Baseline drive. Down to 5 on the 24 to Green. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
To Antetokounmpo. With a drop step. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
And Cousins is fouled. Boogie going to the line. He's going to shoot 2.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And he makes them both. Bucks at the controls. Knocked loose. Lopez. The shot almost to Green.
Get into it.
And finishes strong.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Couldn't keep it in. Last touch by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Green to Durant. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Giannis in control of the basketball. Down 4. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation.
Hey, come set me one.
Double.
Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Lets it fly from long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Number 9, Andre Iguodala. And number 21, Jonas Jerebko.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into a shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
With a drop step. From the painted area, won't go down. Here's Curry with it up top. Leads one. Goes to the right side. Thompson to Curry with a drop step. Curry, short jumper off the mark.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
Gasol to Antetokounmpo. Lopez to Brogdon. The drive right to the basket. Deep right corner. Draymond Green tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
It's Steph at the controls. Steph Curry. First couple didn't go. That one is true. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit it.
Steph lets loose. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Lopez, his first effort off the mark. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Leads just a point. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks. Shot from the lane won't go. A shot at the buzzer. And 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way. 1 quarter down. The Warriors with the lead. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Thompson lets it fly from beyond the arc. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Thompson. And the rebound taken by Connaughton. To Brogdon. The jumper's off the mark. To Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Can't connect from inside. Thompson to bring it into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. For 3, few do it as well. Klay
last time that I checked. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap last time that I checked. I was selling in the sack. Make $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next last time that I checked. I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a killer. Playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Own the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board. Hey, y'all boss claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up, what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a body tripping, handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm about to last time that I checked. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap last time that I checked. I was selling in the sack. Make $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next last time that I checked. Come through fly check, no cosign. I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine, and I take my time check and take my tribe. Every level that I crossed in this game, like state lines, it was visionary. Either I'm genius or it's scary. Maybe it's both in this balance I deliver daily. For every in these streets trying to feed the babies.
game.
Oh, y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Kendrick and that LOX, huh? Yeah. Y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Lock and Kendrick? That Styles P, that Jada, that Kendrick. Oh, y'all think it's games being played around here, huh? Well, they not. Ladies in the air.
The damage that we do is severe. The reinvention of the fresh, brand new every year.
Hit him in his blood and flew in the air. We put that work on commercial. We flew in the lab.
I hit the bar and the weights, then I'm doing the stairs. They say the Lord only knows what I do to my peers.
Trying to sell to pursue my career. So I keep a tight circle, I don't move with the squares.
Rock a rugby like pool, but put two in your ear. If you ain't qualified, you should move to the rear.
I'm from Yonkers, had to learn to conquer my fears. In the foreign, had to learn to conquer the gears.
It's the kick drum, yeah, it's attached to the snare. I turn it to the back, then I crack your veneers.
Stagnated on the block for wears.
I'm in the mansion upstate, out back with the D's.
Everybody back up, man down, back up. Don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. I wake up, the neighbors coming through bright and early. Whoa.
Ties and dope bars.
Life is a movie and death is the co-star.
Mechanics of the game.
Bandits trail foreigns in the lane.
If they heard that the driver is gang off,
we be in the part of the party that gets roped off.
Mingle with the book of the judge and both for
questions that we asking ourselves, having
spending money that's unaccounted for.
If you scared to party with gangsters,
what you around us for?
We do what we want, man.
We get around the law.
Yeah, it's bubble whips and square links.
LOX give respect, cause fear stink.
Chair at the table,
it's the commission.
A rare thing.
B, come on, it's us. You hear kings.
We still smell money and hear Frank.
Raps like a dice game.
We about to clear bank.
Everybody back up. Man down. Back up. Don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. I wake up, the neighbors coming through bright and early. Whoa.
This is a LOX Swiss product.
If it's ice up in heaven, we know Pick got us. There's love up there, we know Pick got us.
LOX, my you don't know about us.
Double R, my you don't know about us.
D-Block, my you don't know about us.
Ask Swiss, he'll tell you we keep it click about us.
ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. I live a wild life, someone judge me. In the lobby, walk in the room, then leave with the that hit my party money. I ain't the same guy when I was 14. I was trying out for the ball team. High school crush was ignoring me. Oh yeah, and that's me. Now I'ma talk, cause I ain't finished yet. Truth be told, yeah, I've been a man. Still gon' love me when the fan. Are you? Oh really now? Alright man, let's get it done. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me.
Make the next one.
Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. You know I gotta give them what they ask for. My Tupac being at a tabloid. I'm Will Smith hanging with the bad boys. Get it? Where I'm from, they never had much. Water gun crackers when they had lunch. Everyone quit the door. Nope, living like five. So don't let me go, 'cause I'm here for you. Akon flow like a 06. To my whole fam, please don't trip. Tough modes, at it again. I'm a dog, but I'm no. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me.
I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. Just give me one, if you don't want, you ain't got a lot of me. Don't put up, don't even think of me. Cause I know they're robbing me. I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. Just give me one, if you don't want, you ain't got a lot of me. Don't put up, don't even think of me.
last time that I checked. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep last time that I checked. I was selling in the sack. Make a $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next last time that I checked. I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a killer. Playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Own the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board. Hey, y'all boss claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up, what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a mighty trippin', handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm about to last time that I checked. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep last time that I checked. I was selling in the sack. Make a $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next last time that I checked. Come through fly, no cosign. I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine, and I take my time and take my tribe. Every level that I crossed in this game like state lines, it was visionary. Either I'm genius or it's scary. Maybe it's both in this balance I deliver daily. For every in these streets trying to feed the babies. The single mama's working hard not to miss a payment. And dirty money get washed on royalty statements. Black owners in
gonna get that Kendrick and that LOX, huh? Y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Lock and Kendrick? That's that.